Hello, welcome to the Athens Pro Convo. This channel is about engaging stories with unexpected turns and moments that pull emotionally. If you enjoy a drama surprises that truly are in right place, subscribe to join us for the upcoming videos. Thank you. Enjoy the video.
The night my wife told me she was going to Vegas alone, she smiled too easily. She stood in the doorway of our bedroom, suitcase already half-packed behind her, like the decision had been made long before the conversation. "Just a week," she said softly. "I need space." Her voice sounded calm, rehearsed. I stared at her, searching for something familiar in her face, but all I saw was distance. I nodded like a supportive husband would. I even told her she deserved it. But what she didn't know, what she couldn't know, was that I had already seen the photo she thought she deleted. It appeared on our home security app 2 nights earlier. A motion alert from the driveway at 1:12 a.m. I opened it absent-mindedly, expecting to see a stray cat or passing headlights. Instead, I saw her. She stepped out of a black SUV that wasn't mine. She stood there for a second, laughing at something the driver said. Then she leaned back inside the window and kissed him. Not quickly, not by accident, slowly, intimately, like it had happened before. My chest tightened as I watched her walk back toward the house, completely unaware that the camera above the garage had captured everything. I didn't confront her that night. I lay beside her in bed, listening to her breathing as if it belonged to a stranger. My mind replayed the footage over and over, searching for some alternate explanation. But there wasn't one. At 3:47 a.m., her phone buzzed on the nightstand. She shifted in her sleep but didn't wake. The screen lit up just enough for me to read the message preview. "Vegas is going to be perfect. No more hiding." My throat went dry. Vegas. That word burned into my mind long before she ever spoke it out loud. The next morning, she acted completely normal. She made coffee, asked about my work, kissed me goodbye like she always did. I studied every movement carefully, wondering how long she had been living this double life. There were no obvious signs. No late nights at the office. No sudden changes. Just small things that meant nothing until now. The way she smiled at her phone sometimes. The way she stopped leaving it unattended. The way she had already emotionally left, even while standing right in front of me. That afternoon, I did something I never thought I would do. I logged into our phone account and checked the call records. One number appeared over and over. Dozens of calls. Most late at night. Some lasting hours. The area code wasn't local. Nevada. My stomach twisted. This wasn't spontaneous. This wasn't a mistake. This had been building for months. Maybe longer. Every call was another moment she chose someone else over me, and I had never even noticed. For 3 days I said nothing. I watched her pack slowly, carefully choosing clothes like she was preparing for a different life. She hummed while folding her dresses. She avoided my eyes more often now. Once, I caught her staring at me when she thought I wasn't looking. There was sadness there. Guilt. But not enough to stop. That was the part that hurt the most. She knew what she was doing. And she was going anyway. The morning of her flight, I drove her to the airport. The sky was gray, heavy with the threat of rain. She held her coffee with both hands, staring out the window as the city passed by. Neither of us spoke much. When we arrived, she turned toward me, her expression soft. "I love you," she said quietly. The words hung between us, fragile and hollow. I forced a small smile. "I love you too," I replied. It was the last lie either of us would say out loud. I watched her walk inside, her figure disappearing into the crowd. Then I drove home alone. The house felt quieter than I'd ever heard it. I walked into the bedroom and saw the empty closet space where her suitcase had been. That was when my phone buzzed. Another motion alert from the driveway. My heart skipped. I opened it instantly. The same black SUV pulled up slowly, then drove away. He had come to make sure she left. To make sure I stayed behind. 2 hours later, I opened my messages and typed the words I had been holding inside for days. I didn't yell. I didn't accuse. I didn't beg. I simply attached the screenshot from the security camera. The moment she kissed him. Her face unmistakable. his hand resting on hers. Beneath it, I wrote just one sentence. I know everything. My thumb hovered over the screen for a moment. Then I pressed send. The reply came 5 minutes later. What is that? She wrote. I almost laughed. Even now, she was trying to deny it. I didn't answer. Instead, I sent the second screenshot. The SUV license plate. Clear. Sharp. Impossible to argue. 3 dots appeared instantly. Then disappeared. Then appeared again. Finally, her message came. Please don't do this right now. My jaw tightened. Right now. Like there would ever be a better time to discover your entire life had been a lie. My phone rang seconds later. Her name flashed across the screen. I let it ring. Then stop. Then ring again. Finally, a voicemail appeared. Her voice trembled. I was going to tell you, she said. I just didn't know how. I stared at the wall, feeling strangely calm. Because that wasn't true. She hadn't been planning to tell me. She had been planning to leave me behind quietly, hoping I'd never know why. Then, another message appeared. But this time, it wasn't from her. It was from an unknown number. Just one photo. My breath caught when I opened it. It was her. Sitting at an airport gate. Next to him. His arm around her shoulders. Both of them smiling. The timestamp read 8 minutes ago. My hands went cold. He hadn't stayed behind. He had been with her the entire time. Below the photo was a message. She told me you already knew. My heart pounded as I stared at those words. He knew who I was. He knew about our marriage. He knew everything. And somehow, he wasn't hiding. He wasn't afraid. That was when I realized something else. He thought she had already chosen him. He thought I was already out of the picture. My breathing slowed as a strange clarity settled over me. This wasn't just betrayal. This was replacement. I opened her contact one last time. My fingers moved without hesitation. You don't have to come back, I typed. I've already filed for divorce. The message delivered instantly. No response came. No excuses. No apologies. Just silence. Outside, the rain finally began to fall, tapping softly against the windows. I stood there alone, listening to it, realizing the truth wasn't the moment she kissed him. It was the moment she believed I would never find out. And with one text, everything we had ever been ended forever.